Welcome back to Fueling Jobs. We've been mining coal in this region since the 1760s, and the industry's impact has been a major force in our economy ever since. In addition to a strong presence in mining itself, Pennsylvania is also home to the nation's largest mining machinery and equipment manufacturing industry, all of which showcases our region's strength throughout the coal supply chain. With Consol Energy's world headquarters located in South Point, the employment opportunities here in the coal industry run the gamut from the mines themselves, miles below ground, all the way to the top floors of the corporate offices.
Humans have been burning coal for thousands of years. It's one of our oldest and most plentiful energy sources. Here in western Pennsylvania, 10 billion tons of coal have been mined in the last 200 years, a quarter of all the coal mined in the U.S. Even today, Pennsylvania remains the country's fourth largest coal producer, and as of 2009, Pennsylvania Coal directly or indirectly employs nearly 42,000 people. But that workforce is an aging one, with many baby boomers coming to the end of their careers in the mines. This aging workforce is creating an employment opportunity for new young workers. But where to find qualified men and women to take on these jobs in the coal mining industry? Penn State Fayette's campus is one local educational institution that is tackling this challenge head-on. In addition to its other energy industry-related educational programs, the university's Mining Technology Associate Degree program seeks to attract the next generation of mine supervisors and train them for a high-paying, stable career.
The earning potential is pretty great. The earning capability of probably $55,000 to $60,000 a year coming on as a supervisor trainee with just about every mining company in the area. The jobs that are available right now in the mining industry may seem too good to be true, but they really aren't.
Penn State Fayette's mining technology degree can be earned in as little as 2 years, and graduates can find plenty of job opportunities right here in western Pennsylvania or around the world. The demand for coal as an energy source is not likely to dwindle anytime soon. And with the largest proven coal reserves of any nation in the world, the United States is in a position to continue to supply the world with energy. Armed with a revitalized supply of labor, the outlook for Pennsylvania's coal mining industry appears robust and promising.
It's truthfully the last job you'll ever have to look for in your life unless you so desire.
Joining us from Penn State Fayette, the Everly campus, is the Director of Outreach and Continuing Education, Joseph Sigilia, and from the National Energy Technology Laboratory, Tom Sarkis. And Joe, let's start with you. With programs like your Mining Technology Associate degree, you clearly are educating people in energy-related fields in a big way. Why is that? What's going on?
Well, Bill, the Penn State system has 20 campuses, and one of the strengths in that system is that we're allowed to develop and build programs that meet local needs. Penn State Fayette serves Washington, Greene, Fayette, Westmoreland, and Somerset counties, and we're very fortunate that in those locations we have major coal resources and of course the major footprints of the Marcellus Shale. So it makes it a great opportunity for us to develop programming. Our campus chancellor, Dr. Ashenpong, identified energy as one of the new programming areas that we'd be building on and growing. And so you'll see us over the next few years building and adding programs to meet those needs of the industries in our backyard. We
mentioned the Mining Technology degree program, but it goes beyond coal. You're working in other energy fields as well?
Absolutely. We've been very fortunate. Our associate degree in mining technology is the only program in Pennsylvania and one few in the country. But we've also been able to expand and look into programming and develop programming in Marcellus Shale. We've been doing programming in solar energy. One of our faculty just returned from a program training in wind energy. So we're looking at the production of energy as one opportunity, but we also have an associate degree in building environmental technology, which gives us a chance to look at the building construction, building design, energy efficiency, and energy productivity. So it's a nice combination of both production and energy conservation programming at our campus.
That's really cool, because our region does have strengths in production and distribution as well as conservation of energy. It sounds like you're touching all those bases.
Absolutely.
With the kind of training you do.
It's kind of our goal.
Is it just for high school graduates who typically would go to Penn State for college, or are you seeing folks looking for a career change as well?
We have a lot of folks coming, Bill. Based on the economy now and the jobs that are not available, this industry, the energy industry, I think is a great opportunity for folks to find employment. They're high-paying jobs, and we are working with industry to determine what the needs are for the workers. So what we're trying to do is take those folks who are unemployed, help them develop the skills that they have to meet the needs of the industry. We're significantly looking at veterans and women and minorities too, folks who don't normally have the opportunity to work in this energy fields. You know, the veterans who come back have great skills that they've learned in the military, and all of these skills that they've learned can be applied to the energy industry. So we're very fortunate, and you know, these are going to be long-term jobs. These are not jobs that you can outsource to foreign countries. Coal and gas are going to be here for a long time, and we think it's a great opportunity for folks to get employment in long-time jobs.
Wow, really terrific. And just a quick note, in addition to our regular phone bank, if you have a specific question about the Penn State Fayette programs, you can call 724-430-4130 to speak to a representative from the university about those programs. And now, Tom, let's get back to coal for a minute. And how important do you think coal production is going to be for our region and the economy in general in the future?
I think it's very important. You know, a lot of times when people look at coal, they focus on just the coal. But you have to realize that every dollar that is spent on coal is eventually transformed into $5 worth of electricity. And we do a lot of great things with that electricity. In fact, I believe it underpins our economy and is one of the tools that we have in the United States for competing with low wages in other parts of the world.
Well, and a lot of folks may not be familiar with just how big a deal the National Energy Technology Laboratory is, major federal research lab right here in our region. So what do you all do to really help make it possible to continue to use coal and to make it part of our energy mix going forward?
Well, I've spent most of my career working on pollution control. A whole industry has grown around combating air pollutants on coal-fired power plants to make them as clean as humanly possible. So we've pioneered that. We've worked on new ways of generating electricity from coal more cleanly. Perhaps you've heard of technologies like circulating fluidized bed combustion or integrated gasification combined cycle. Despite the long names, basically they're ways to get more energy from the coal more cleanly. And it doesn't stop there. NETL has played a role many years ago in identifying the shale gas plays and also in assisting in the development of directional drilling technologies to extract the shale gas from those plays. We have some new things that we're looking at. For example, if it were possible to capture the carbon dioxide from the exhaust of a coal-fired power plant and then inject that into a mature oil field that has basically played out, you can rejuvenate or get some more life out of that oil field. In fact, you could probably recover an additional 2 to 3 barrels of oil for each ton of CO2 that you inject into a mature oil field. Another really great and sizable resource that we're looking at, and it may take 15, 20, 30 years to really see this materialize, but when it does will be very important, are methane hydrates.
Okay, so a lot of technology happening to really make all these industries viable. I take it you think those jobs are going to be there then for people who get the kind of education you're offering at Penn State?
Absolutely, absolutely. And particularly folks who are still in high school and even in junior high school. I think it's a great career opportunity for young folks. I think it's important that they study the industry, learn what jobs are there, and then begin to build their high school career to help meet those needs, and then obviously move on to post-secondary education. We're very excited about working in the industry. They're high-paying jobs, they're family-sustaining jobs, allow folks to continue to live in the area and be part of our community. I would encourage students, however, to study those STEM areas, science, technology, engineering, and math, because so much of what Tom has been talking about relies on math, science, and technology, and that's what's really important. So I think if students do that, have a positive work attitude, they'll be successful and have a long-term career.
All right, thank you both so much. Appreciate it. And we'll be back with more about our region's energy industry opportunity when we return. Stay with us.
When we return, our region is at the forefront in the development and manufacturing of nuclear energy technology. Find out more when Fueling Jobs continues.